Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. If you are one of my Canadian friends, happy Thanksgiving. If you are one of my friends from somewhere else in the world, happy Monday. It is Monday. Feels kind of weird because it's a holiday here in Canada, so I'm like, what day is it? And I know I'm going to spend the rest of the week wondering what day it is too. So today we're going to have a little looky-loo at what Prince Harry is hiding from, because he's been awfully quiet. I do have a few other videos in my celebrity gossip playlist, so if you aren't caught up on this whole story, just click out now, go to that playlist, watch the whole thing, and then come back to this one. Like sort of start from the beginning. Everything is explained there. As I get more information about this story, I am updating and doing a new video. So what we know now is he left America and was traveling around. The suspicion is that he is in South Africa, and that maybe a little split up happening. And there's a lot of talk that that he could be hiding his inheritance or keeping his inheritance from Meghan. And then there's talk that he could be trying to reconnect with the royal family. There's all kinds of things going on. Plus the American police might be interested in speaking to him. But that's all explained in another video in the playlist. So go check them out. And do me a favor, please watch the whole video. There's all kinds of juicy tidbits as you go along. So we're just going to ask the cards today what Harry is up to. Is he actually on the run? Is he hiding? Like, what's the energy around Harry right now? I don't think he has returned to California. I don't get that sense at all. And especially given everything that's been going on with Meghan and all the hate and everything out there, it is very interesting that he is so quiet right now, like silent. There is not a peep. The last time we saw him was in Lesotho, and then it is believed he's gone to South Africa, and we haven't seen or heard a thing about him. And Meghan's on her own in California, basically trying to get people back on her side. I guess it's not going to work, but her time has come and gone. She had it all, and she has royally screwed up, so to speak, and everybody's turning their backs on her. So it's unfortunate, but she's obviously quite the narcissist, and many specialists and experts on narcissism have examined her behaviors, so I don't need to here, but we're just asking what's going on with Harry. What's the energy around him, and is he actually in hiding? Who's he running from? Who's he afraid of right now? And we'll see what the cards have to say. Oh, they're already feeling like they want to jump out. Oh, see, look at that. There we go. There we go. All right, so we have some Three of Swords energy. This is heartbreak, betrayal, the running things through your mind. Definitely the heartbreak and betrayal element is there. I think that he has perhaps had his eyes opened to things. Maybe this time away has given him enough space that he can start to see things clearly, and has probably been lying awake at night thinking about everything that's happened and trying to connect the dots and put the pieces together. When you deal with a narcissist and then you get yourself away from them, it can be very, very easy to spend a lot of your time actually replaying the relationship over and over and over, trying to pinpoint the lies, trying to figure out what was real and what was a lie. And in this case, I think he's doing quite a bit of that these days. Just going to move my camera down a little bit. So I think he's doing that, a lot of that these days. It does, you know, the betrayal energy is coming in quite strong, and whatever has happened, there's definitely a feeling like he needs to get away from this woman. So yeah, it is kind of looking like he's taking time to think it through, and recognize that the woman that he once loved probably was never real. She probably never actually existed. It would be all fake. Strength. He's having to dig deep. He really is. Let's look at the timing of this card, because it's kind of interesting. July to August, so it's Leo season. Oh, I should have known that by looking at it. If I sound a little weird, because it was Thanksgiving yesterday, I had too much to eat, a little too much to drink. I was up too late and I talked a lot, so my voice is a little bit raspy today. But this is about, you know, low self-esteem and feeling inadequate, and you know, a lot of self-doubt and feeling insecure, which when you leave a narcissist, yeah, you're kind of broken when you leave. There's a trauma bond most often, and then you're kind of broken to a point that you almost doubt yourself, because you've been lied to and you believed these lies for so long and so much. And then, you know, like I said, going back to this card, lying awake at night just with those thoughts spinning through his head of like, was there any of it that was true? Was there any of it that was real? And that'll be a bit of an all-consuming energy. But this is definitely like, he has to dig deep. He's going to have to really find his own power, because, you know, he can't go back to California the way it's looking. He may go back to just get his stuff and leave, but we also know that he can't go back to England. Well, I guess he could go to England, but he can't. He's not going to be welcomed back into the royal family at this time. Maybe someday, but not right now. So yeah, I would definitely, this is telling me that he's being quiet because he's got a lot on his mind and he's trying to work through a lot of stuff, and at the same time is not feeling confident. That confidence that we saw when he was on tour, that was sort of shades of the old Harry, and you could see it more and more and more as each day went by. But it's also performative. It's a lot of what he does is very performative, and he's very good at it. He was trained his whole life to perform for the public. So it was very performative, but it was shades of the old Harry. And that probably was very tiring and also very emotional for him, which is now why this sort of insecure feeling like, can I do this? Can I be on my own in the world? Because essentially that is what he's facing. No wife, no children, no family, nothing. He would be alone in the world. So he's got a lot to think about there. The Four of Wands. Interesting. That's an interesting card. This is about celebrations and success and laying down roots. I wonder if he's looking for a new home. I wonder if he's looking for a new place to live where he can put down roots and be close to family. And you know, there may be a little bit of celebratory energy around him right now, because he's probably making decisions. He might not feel secure and confident in those decisions, but he's definitely making decisions. There's a lot going on here. Oh my gosh, it's almost overwhelming just looking at this. But there's definitely a fiery energy about it. Like he's going to get his spark back, but with the help of people around him. I think that's going to be the Spencers. We know he's still very close with Diana's brother. And so I think that's probably the Spencers gathered around him to help him rebuild himself. You know, he's going to have to rehab his image and figure out a life. I mean, he's only 40 years old. Notice we haven't seen him really since he turned 40. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. So yeah, I really suspect that this is the Spencers rallying around him. There's a tremendous chance he's actually with the Spencers right now in South Africa. They do have a home there, so they would be, they would probably be, you know, forming a team to combine all their efforts to help him get back on his feet after all of this. Our King of Cups, goodness, and it's in reverse. For these readings, we do read reversals so that we can see what's sort of coming through. We don't know what the energy is or what the situation is. When I read for clients, we don't read reversals because we know what the situation is. So, and we know what the energy is based on what the client is experiencing. So we don't need to do that. But this is about being, you know, feeling out of balance and out of control and emotional immaturity. Yeah, no surprise there. He's not mature enough to deal with all of this. I mean, we saw that over the last 5 or 6 years, you know, getting involved with somebody who made a mockery of the institution of the crown and the firm and the family and everything else. And then not only that, but, you know, went crying on, I've never, like, honestly, he is so whiny. He's whining about this, whining about that. And he thinks he's large and in charge, but he's not. He's very emotionally immature. And this is actually a really gorgeous card too, by the way. Quite immature emotionally. You know, and no surprise, really. He did have a big, a massive trauma in his childhood. So it's not a surprise that he would be emotionally stunted. And also having lost that nurturing, caring influence of his mother at such a young age, usually in families, when we have, you know, a mother and a father present in families, the mother will sort of tend to the emotional needs of the children. And I know that in my case, you know, it's myself that I, you know, whenever my son has been really upset about something or all in his feelings and emotions, it's me who helps him navigate that. It's me who helps him process and release all those emotions. So I think that the loss of his mother at such a young age emotionally stunted him and emotionally damaged him. And now this is the result of what we're seeing. And, you know, of course he had family around him, but I just don't think that they're like the most nurturing people. I think it's, you know, stiff upper lip and just get your head down and get on with it sort of thing. So he probably didn't get to process a lot of emotions. And now we know that he does have mental health issues and addiction issues and all the good stuff that goes along with that. So a lot of what's going to stand in his way is his emotional immaturity. And when he grows up and maybe, you know, comes face to face with himself and deals with himself, he'll be able to go back, because then he'll be able to have a conversation with his family and actually genuinely apologize for how everything went down. You know, I'm not necessarily saying that the royal family are the be all and end all greatest people on earth, but he did pull that massive stunt and let this woman isolate him from his family. And when dealing with narcissists, the royal family is in fact doing the right thing, which is no contact, no conversations, no talking, no contact, because there's just no way to get anywhere in that relationship. So because he's been so tethered to that and in a very strange, addicted kind of way, there would be no getting through to him. There would be no talking to him. The separation now maybe will allow that to happen. And I did see on one of the royal commentators' site that there is maybe speculation that he has been trying to reach his father. Don't know if the king is taking his calls, but we'll see. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. The Queen of Wands, our Queen of Wands. And isn't this deck just absolutely gorgeous? There we go. I just find it so pretty. The artwork is just so pretty on this one. And this is the Witch Tarot, the mini, it's the mini deck. They don't have a pocket-sized deck that I've been able to find, but they do have like the big size and then this little mini size. So if you ever see the pocket size deck, let me know, please, because I would really like to get it. This, our Queen of Wands in reverse is not great energy. He's feeling bullied. He's feeling he's feeling manipulated. I think he's starting to see it all way more clearly in that his wife is not a good person. You know, she's manipulated everything and everyone around her, including him. And you know, she's just so self-righteous and so smug about it all, but yet it's all crumbling around her. And I can imagine that the narcissist rage is amplifying. I bet there isn't an hour of his day that doesn't go back by that she isn't screaming and yelling and calling and trying to reach him and everything else. So I think he's feeling very bullied right now, which is why he's retreated, why he's just being silent and not being seen or heard anywhere, which is just not like him at all. Like, you'd think he would have another Oprah interview, but please don't bully my wife, you know, who apparently is the most bullied woman in the world. Okay, okie dokie. Page of Wands. Our Page of Wands here is more influence around him. This is our spoiled, tantrumy, delinquent, narcissist, ragey, scary energy. And also too, that lack of confidence, which we saw already. So what's probably happening right now is that she's realized she's lost some control of the relationship and the situation. And so it's, like I said, it's just amplified now. It's ramped up. She will be out of control, contributing to him feeling like he's being bullied, and will, you know, he'll be on the receiving end of all of these tantrums and this spoiled energy. And you know, as you know, I grew up with a narcissist, so I'm very, very familiar with it. I'm just imagining it in my mind, like what this looks like, because, you know, we hear about it all the time, that when a woman is leaving an abusive domestic situation, the moment she's leaving is actually the most dangerous moment for her. And so there's a reason for that. And this is what we're seeing right now. So he's probably like, the question is he in hiding? Yeah, I kind of think he is. He's doing his best to avoid it all because he needs that space and time to get his head straight. And we have the Empress. Oh my goodness. Our Empress. You know, all of these cards upright would be such a great story, but this is just, the heaviness, insecurity definitely is a big energy here. He's just been destroyed. He's been destroyed. When you leave a narcissist, you are a shell of who you were before you went into the relationship. So you literally have to rebuild yourself and create a new you that is a survivor of all of this. So lots of insecurity here. Codependence is a big message of our Empress in reverse, which we would definitely be seeing. There was definitely an addiction element to this relationship. And also this card it's in upright is about girl power, and we know that Meghan's all about girl power, while at the same time destroying every woman around her and bullying every woman around her and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I think he's definitely in hiding, and I think he's hiding from Meghan. Definitely. At first I wondered if we might get some indication that he's hiding from the police in America. But no, he's definitely hiding from Meghan right now. She's the biggest threat to him at the moment. And our final card, the Two of Wands, he's definitely got some decisions to make about what to do next. And I hope he's getting good counsel. I hope he is listening to smart people who are giving him good advice. I think the people who care about him the most will be giving him the best advice. Absolutely. And he'll have decisions to make. That this card takes us to the end of March. And again, if you go back to the videos, the other videos about this, these dates are all lining up. So there's definitely decisions that he needs to make. He's Prince Harry. He could have the world at his feet and in the palm of his hand if he just gets his head out of his backside. So there we go. All of this is allegedly, of course, for entertainment purposes. I'm just playing with pretty cards and telling some stories. And yeah, there you have it. I think, oh, let's check out the bottom card. Our bottom card, the Magician. The Magician. There's some trickster energy there. Definitely some trickster energy. I'm going to look up the dates for our Magician. There's no date. So anytime or before he's ready. So yeah, there's definitely some manipulation energy, some bad intentions, greed, 100 million% greed here. And that trickster energy, some trickery. So I think that we're going to learn a lot about what's been going on the last few years with those two. I think as more and more surfaces, we're going to find out just exactly what she got him all tangled up in and everything else. Or maybe we'll find out that he got her all tangled up in it. So yeah, we'll see. I thank you for joining me. My name is Avril, and I am a professional tarot reader. And whether you're looking for clarity in your relationships, guidance in your career, or a deeper understanding of your life's purpose, I'm here to provide all the insights for you. If you have an idea for a reading, please let me know in the comments, and also let me know that you were here. I see people liking and I see people visiting, but I never know who's here. So if you leave a comment and let me know you stopped by, I would love that. I do reply to everybody. And don't forget to check out the description below for all of my links and my email so you can reach out to me easily to book a session. Oh, there we go. I'm off to go recover from Thanksgiving some more. Have a magical day.